Hi guys, what's up? My name's Lauren. I'm a certified personal trainer and welcome back to my channel. So usually on my channel I review other people's workout videos and I give fitness tips and all that good stuff, but I realized that I haven't really just sat down and told you guys about me, how I became a personal trainer, how I got interested in fitness, and where did I start? Like, was I always into fitness? Was I always active? Or was it more of a struggle? And so I wanted to just sit down and talk to you guys about that. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. So before we get started, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and let's get into it. So before I get into my actual fitness journey, I wanted to just talk a little bit about body positivity and about what it means to be interested in health and fitness and what it means to be healthy. So if you watch my channel, if you're new, welcome, but if you've watched it before, then you know that I do a lot of videos about how many calories specific workouts burn. And I've gotten a lot of mixed reviews about this, so some people love it, and that is how I grew my channel, and I do enjoy doing this because it's a pretty easy way to educate people about health and fitness. But I've also gotten people who have been a bit accusatory because calories aren't everything. And I do try to emphasize that in almost every video. I try to emphasize that my body is different than your body and workouts can be effective even if they don't burn a lot of calories. However, I wanted to just emphasize that I understand that calorie counting can be triggering for a lot of people, and I actually don't count calories. The reason that I started doing these videos was actually the opposite of what a lot of people think. So I saw the opportunity to come in and educate people because I saw that there was a trend of these YouTube videos that people were following, specifically Chloe Ting, and I'm not throwing any shade, I'm just saying that there was a lot of girls who were already very thin posting videos about their crazy results and how they lost like 5 to 10 pounds in a really short amount of time. And so the reason that I thought it'd be interesting to look at the calorie burn of Chloe Ting's workouts is because in order to lose weight, like by definition, scientifically, you have to be in a calorie deficit. So I just kind of wanted people to not be discouraged by these really thin girls, or even people who aren't thin, just people who are posting about the results from Chloe Ting. And I didn't want people to be discouraged if they didn't get the exact same result that someone else got. So that's kind of some background about why I started doing videos about calorie burn. And of course, everybody is different. So I just kind of want to emphasize that I never intend to make you guys think that calories are everything, or make you guys count calories, or make you guys obsess about calories. I've definitely been there, and that is not a good place to be. So if calories are triggering to you, then don't watch those videos. Watch other videos that I post. I won't be offended if you just like stay away from my channel. Please like do what's right for you. If calorie counting is going to lead you down a path where you're just not going to feel good about yourself and you're going to be really obsessive, I've been there, I understand, so I totally understand if those videos are triggering to you, but I do put in the title of every video that is about calories that it is about calories. So that's my disclaimer. There are going to be no surprises, so just don't click those videos if you don't want to watch them. I don't really appreciate when people click and then just write really mean comments, because I'm not doing it for my benefit. I'm doing it for your guys' benefit. So that's my little disclaimer. And then also, just body positivity is so important. I know a lot of people want to lose weight, and I know a lot of people want to change their body composition, and those are totally fair goals, but if those aren't your goals, then that's totally fine. Like, every body is beautiful and healthy looks different in a lot of different ways. So I just don't want you guys to get caught up on that and think that you have to look in a certain way to be healthy. Okay, now without further ado, here is just really from the beginning how I got interested in health and fitness and how I got where I am today. So I'm not going to stress over the specifics because I know sometimes these videos can be really long and I just kind of want to get to the point, but I do want you guys to get to know me a little bit more, and I hope this can be motivating for people who are just starting their fitness journey. So just a little bit of background. When I was younger, I was a super picky kid. I literally only ate like noodles, just plain noodles with Parmesan. I didn't even like butter on them. And then I really liked fruit, but I really only liked strawberries and raspberries. I didn't like chicken. My mom used to give me like these protein shakes because I met with a nutritionist when I was younger. Or I didn't even meet with her, my mom met with her, because I just wasn't getting any protein because I didn't like protein. I didn't even like grilled cheese. Like, I would literally microwave bread with cheese on top. So as you can see, I wasn't that healthy of a kid, and this lasted until probably high school, and even in high school I was really picky. So that's just kind of some background on like my nutrition. I was not someone who grew up like eating super healthy, and it took me, I kind of had to like learn how to like healthy foods. So if right now the thought of like kale and stuff like that makes you cringe, first of all, you don't have to eat kale to be healthy, and second of all, you can kind of teach yourself to like healthy foods, and you can find things that taste unhealthy but are actually healthy. So yeah, and then so in high school, so I've always been like fairly thin. I've always been a healthy weight, so if you're starting out your fitness journey and you're overweight, then like don't think that I'm trying to say that we're in the same boat. Like I totally understand that you're gonna have different obstacles than I did, so I'm not trying to say that I was ever like overweight, and I'm really like lucky that that wasn't an obstacle for me, but I just wasn't necessarily where I wanted to be. So that's kind of why I'm gonna show you pictures. So in high school, I thought about my body just as much as every other high schooler, and my friends and I would try kind of like fad workout programs and like not fad diets, but like we tried like chia seed pudding, and like one of my friends I remember would just bring like a protein bar for breakfast every day, so like I tried to do that, and we just kind of like, I don't know, just thought about health and nutrition, and we thought about fitness, but we didn't really know what to do with that. And so I played tennis all through high school, so I never wanted to work out. I was always interested in it, but if I was playing tennis 5 days a week, I didn't really have time to go to the gym, so that just wasn't something that I ever really did in high school. And so in high school, I was like pretty thin. Like I said, I thought about my body just as much as the average high schooler, and I know like sometimes that can be difficult, so if you are in high school and you have issues with body positivity and you want to use health and fitness as a way to feel more comfortable in your body, that's totally fair. But also just remember that high school is a hard time and there's a lot of pressure to look a certain way and be a certain way, so I promise like you're not gonna look back and be like, oh my god, I can't believe I looked like that in high school, like I was so ugly, like I should have taken better care of my body. Like you're 15, 16, 17, you'll learn. So then when I went to college was when my fitness journey really began. So I had a lot of free time freshman year, and my roommate was really into workout classes, so she introduced me to Barry's Boot Camp, and if you don't know what that is, it's basically a workout class where you spend half the time on the treadmill and then half the time doing free weights. And they give you absolutely like no instruction, like they really don't tell you how to do it right, and I swear like every time I went I would hurt myself, but I did really like that setup. I liked doing cardio and I really liked the lifting weights part. And I didn't really like see great results from this because I didn't go out consistently. And then when I wasn't doing that, I would try other workout classes because I moved to Nashville for school. Oh, also by the way, sorry about the lighting. Like I said, I just moved. I was at home before and now I'm back at school, and I just have like terrible lighting in here, just in the whole apartment. So if you have any suggestions, let me know. Maybe I'll have to like buy some lighting or something. Okay, now back to the story. So I had a lot of free time, and when I wasn't doing workout classes, I would just go, there was a gym that was kind of like a hotel gym that was just for freshmen, and so I was really intimidated to go to the actual gym with like all the machines and all that, so I would just go to this gym and I would use the elliptical. Sometimes I would play around with the free weights, but I didn't really know what I was doing. I would try like some Instagram workouts, and I got really into fitness this year, and I started like thinking a lot about it, but I didn't really know what to do with it. Like I didn't know what I was doing at all. And then also just because it was freshman year and there were so many changes, my diet totally changed and what I was drinking totally changed, and I wasn't playing tennis anymore and I wasn't living at home, like I was on a meal plan. I ended up gaining 10 pounds, and I'll show you a picture because I really like saw this in my face, and I remember at the end of the year there was this big party and I took a lot of pictures at it, and I like looked back and I was like, oh my god, like I cannot believe that I look like this. So that was when my fitness journey like fully started. This is when I got serious about it, and this is when I started seeing results. So I decided that when I went home, for the summer, I was going to do Kayla Itsina's BBG program. And so this is found on the Sweat app, and you do have to buy a membership to it, but I was really dedicated. I was like, I'm gonna do this. So that program is 3 days a week, and it's circuit training. And so the 3 days that you follow Kayla's program, it's 28 minutes. And honestly, in the beginning, like I thought I was gonna pass out every single time I did it. I remember I tried to do it a couple times in the morning before eating, and I like literally like I got dizzy. So it was really hard, and just to show you like where I was, now I could totally do that easily, no problem. But I just was in no state to be doing that all the time. Like obviously it's okay to do that, and she starts you off easier and then it gets harder, but I was just like so sore every time I did it. It was so hard after it. Like it was only 28 minutes, but I was so sweaty, so out of breath, and like I wanted to quit, but I saw that all these girls had a lot of really good progress from it. It's a 12-week program, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna push through. It's the summer, I want to be comfortable in a bikini, and that was my motivation. And if you're and extrinsic motivating factors like that, like wanting to look good in a bikini, are totally valid. Like whatever it takes to get you interested in health and fitness is fair, but if the only reason you're doing something is to look a certain way, then you might want to reevaluate and see like ways that you can make it more sustainable. But in the beginning, this was the only reason that I was working out, essentially. And then I also was working for a nutrition company. And so when I worked there, I worked with 2 other women, and they were a bit older than me, and they would always bring a really super healthy lunch. Like they would always just bring salad or something. So partly because I wanted to fit in, and partly because I was embarking on this health and fitness journey, I started also just bringing salads for lunch. And this was just so different than how I was eating at school when I was like on the meal plan and going out and just trying to meet people, and like every meal was an event. And now I was working and my lunch was, you know, a plain salad. Not saying you have to have salad to be healthy. And I just like started being more conscious of what I was eating. I still do really like frozen yogurt, but instead of getting like a big frozen yogurt with like all the toppings, I would maybe just get like a little bit of a smaller one with just sprinkles or something. So just like toning down things like that and just being more aware of it. And I would have like popcorn all the time, like every single night. So I'm like, okay, maybe I'll have it just like once a week. Just little changes like that in combination with the Kayla It's Seen As BBG program literally changed my body. So I'll show you a picture like from the beginning of the summer to the end of the summer. So that was crazy. So then when I got back to school, I was like fully riding this wave. I was like researching health and fitness. I was so into Kayla It's Seen As. My friend at school also liked Kayla's workouts, so we did them together. By this point, I could do them, not easily, but like it wasn't this super strenuous thing that I had to dread. I did it all the time at school, and I got up the nerve to go to this new gym, the gym that, you know, like had more machines and stuff, so sometimes I played around with those. And when it wasn't those 3 days of Kayla's program, I would try to do cardio or I would try to do workout class. So I saw amazing progress. So I'll show you a picture of, so I started this program in May, and then I'll show you a picture of December. So that is like really when I started to feel so good. I started to really see changes in my body composition, and I was really happy with where I was at. So I did this all of my sophomore year. So summer after my freshman year to all of my sophomore year, I did this Kayla BBG program, and I saw great results from it. And then my summer going into my junior year, I had a full-time internship, so I was working 9 to 5, and I just like didn't want to do Kayla's program anymore. I totally could have. I was just so sick of it at this point. And then I was working 9 to 5 for the first time in my life, and so I was obviously really tired. So I joined 9 Round, which is like a boxing place. And basically you go, and it's still circuit training, so you go from station 1 through 9, and there's trainers there, and some of it's boxing, and it changes every day. So you can look it up, and so I got a membership there for the summer, and I probably went like twice a week. I wasn't going that often. And so also because I was in a new city, I was like, again, eating a lot, like wanting to explore, just doing things way different than the summer before when I was just at home working a job. And I was totally fine with just having boring lunches like salads. So now I was in this new city, and although I was working all the time, when I wasn't working, I wanted to be trying new restaurants and all this stuff. So I kind of gained back a lot of the weight that I had lost from the BBG program, and I noticed that my body wasn't exactly where I wanted it to be. So at that point, I decided that maybe weight training was for me, because I was really sick of circuit style training, and I started to notice that influencers were seeing a lot of progress with weight training. Okay, wait, let me back up. Sorry, I'm getting confused. So also at the end of my sophomore year, because I was like so into Kayla's program, I decided I wanted to be a personal trainer. So I kind of decided this like on a whim. I just like thought it would be so cool to be able to do what Kayla did for me, and to just really help people change their body and help people feel fit and feel healthy. And at this point I was like more into nutrition and stuff, so I studied in May after my sophomore year to become a personal trainer, and I took the exam. And then the summer after is the summer that I was just talking about, where I was working a different job that wasn't personal training related, and I kind of like fell off the wagon a bit. I mean, I was still working out like I said, but just my nutrition wasn't great, and that was when I kind of like backtracked in terms of progress. And at this point I was already a personal trainer, but like I hadn't worked yet, so I didn't really know how to train myself. So I switched to the Kelsey Wells Power Program, which is also on the Sweat app, which is the same app that I did BBG on for so long. And this is a gym-based program, but it was really difficult to sustain because I go to a public gym, obviously. Most gyms are public, and it would be like, okay, you have to go in this machine for 10 reps, then you got to go in this machine for 10 reps, and then you got to go back to the first machine, and that's just so hard at a public gym unless you go like at a really random time, like midnight or something when no one's there. So it definitely helped me learn how to use different machines, what kind of strength exercises to do, but it just like wasn't sustainable in the long run. So junior year was when I started really like training myself. I started really focusing on lifting weights. I would do 4 days of weight training, 2 to 3 days of cardio, and I just really pushed myself. And then second semester, when a lot of my friends went abroad, I really focused. I did a lot of research, I watched a lot of videos, and I was supposed to work as a personal trainer at that point, but because of COVID, I didn't end up working as a personal trainer. But then during quarantine, I got an internship that was entirely research-based on basically how to improve your health and fitness. All these scientifically backed sources was what I was literally looking at all day, every day. And I started training a lot of people during COVID, either outside or virtually. It's when I started my YouTube channel, and it's where I am today. So as you can see, I've kind of like fluctuated in my fitness journey, and one thing hasn't always worked for me, and now I mostly just train myself because I know what I like and I know what works for my body. But you kind of have to play around with what's going to work and what's not going to work. But the reason I'm telling you all this is just to show that I fluctuate, everyone fluctuates. I am a personal trainer. I became a personal trainer, and then right after becoming a personal trainer, it was when I kind of fell off the wagon, stopped working out as much, and let my nutrition kind of tank. So I'm just trying to tell you that no matter what these influencers look like or what they say that they're doing, it's really hard to just always be so focused on health and fitness, and so that you always have like the perfect body and the perfect health and the perfect fitness. No one's perfect, so it's totally fine to be wherever you are as long as you get back on that wagon and start focusing on your health and fitness. But like I said, I am in college, so it's not like something that I'm focusing on 24/7 all day every day. If I need to study and I can't work out, I'm not going to beat myself up. If my friends are ordering pizza after a night out, I'm not going to be like, oh no, I don't want to because of my health. Like, obviously you can't have pizza every night if you want to live a long and happy and healthy life, but every now and then it's not going to kill you. So really achieving balance is the most important thing. Find programs that work for you, find what makes you want to stick to it. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below, and I'll just pop in like a few more pictures of what I look like now, so that you can kind of see like how far I've come. And I really do think that I am right now the strongest that I've ever been, and sometimes people say like, oh, you don't like look like you're a personal trainer, and like, I'm sorry that I don't look like Pamela Rafe or Chloe Ting or one of those people. They're just so skinny. A lot of that is genetics, a lot of that is just pure discipline, and it's discipline that I don't want and I don't have right now because I'm in college. I want to enjoy myself. There's more important things to me than looking a certain way. So I hope that you can find your balance too. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.